Good evening, everyone, and welcome to game number 5 here on a Friday night in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan at the Temple Garden Center between your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors and the Swift Current Legionnaires. My name is JD Houghton here to bring you all of tonight's action between the Warriors and Legionnaires in game 5 of this semifinal series. The winner of this game here tonight will go on to face the Regina Pat Canadians. Game 1 is slated for Sunday afternoon at 3:30. And coming into this game, the Warriors have made their way back into the series to tie it down 2-0 after two one-goal losses to Swift Current, 2-1 in Game 1 and 2-1 in Game 2. And they were able to win 3-2 in overtime on Monday night here at the Temple Garden Center. And then on Wednesday night, a double overtime victory, 3-2 over these Legionnaires. And that is where we are today. The Warriors and Legionnaires, a very close series. Probably one of the best U18 AAA series I've ever watched, witnessed, been able to call, and it's been my pleasure to bring you all the play-by-play broadcasting in this series. And it all comes down tonight. One will advance and the other one will end their season here, and we'll see which one comes out on top. The Warriors obviously have the momentum, winning 2 straight, and two of those games obviously went to overtime. All 4 of these games have been one-goal games, and in these playoffs, the Warriors are 4-0 when facing elimination. And that is where we stand here tonight as we get set for game number 5 of the second round series between Swift Current and Moose Jaw. Classic Swift Current Moose Jaw rivalry. Let's get to the starting lineups brought to you by Selt Country Equipment. Starting for the visiting Swift Current Legionnaires, it will be number 18, Jackson Fox. On his wings, number 16, Sam Kerwin, and number 27 will be number 27, Connor Rieger. And then he comes in with a 5-2-2 record, 1 shutout, 1.8 goals against average, and a .951 save percentage. He has been huge for Swift Current in these playoffs, especially in this series. And for your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors, starting at center will be number 7, Kieran Osberg. On right wing, number 43, Noah Thule, and number 44, Keaton Lesperance. And starting lineups for your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. At center will be number 7, Kieran Osberg. On his wings, number 43, Noah Thule, and number 44, Keaton Lesperance. On defense, number 16, Merrick McIver, and number 53, Charlie Namath. And starting in net will be Luke McKechnie. Comes in with a 5-3-1 record, 2.29 goals against average, and a .908 save percentage. He has been rock solid for the Warriors in this series, and Moose Jaw looking to advance here tonight in front of a huge crowd inside the Temple Garden Center. We're expecting over 1,000 people. It's going to get loud in here, folks, as it was in Swift Current on Wednesday. And here we go, folks. We're moments away from puck drop in the Temple Garden Center. My name is JD Houghton. Welcome to the Friendly City for Game 5 of this semifinal series between your Moose Jaw Winmar Warriors and the Swift Current Legionnaires. We're going to sing the national anthem and then get right to puck drop here. And there you have it, folks. The national anthem has been sung, and the only thing left to do here on a Friday night in the Friendly City is drop the puck for Game 5 between the Warriors and Legionnaires in front of a large crowd here at the Temple Garden Center. Swift Current won the first 2 games of this series, and Moose Jaws bounced back and won the last 2. Let's see who's going to win the final game of this 5-game series. As I mentioned, Osberg, Thule, L'Esperance up front for Moose Jaw, and then Kerwin, Rieger, and Jackson Fox for Swift Current. People still coming in the doors, Darwin. It's a big crowd here on a Friday night. And the puck is dropped. No, looks like Noah Thule and Connor Rieger pushing and shoving at the whistle, so. And Osberg and Fox will regroup. A lot of tension between these two teams, a lot on the line. And the puck is dropped, and we are underway in this Verobas Family Restaurant first period in Game 5. Namath can't hold the line. He's going to get it over to Merrick McIver at the red line, dumps it in deep. And that is going to go all the way around. Kerwin up to Rieger. Now Fox and Namath battling for it. Comes to Kai Packett. LaFlèche, Saskatchewan product. And good chip there by McIver. Kerwin in his own zone. That's Will Kerwin. He's going to skate through center and backhands that into the near side corner. Charlie Namath. Near side boards. Fox there. Osberg hits him. That's going to be poked near side. Probably a lot of nerves for a lot of these players in this game here. And that pass taken away by Kerwin. He has it down the right wing side in the middle, and now Peterson coming off the bench. Has a look. His shot. And Luke McKechnie is going to make the save after a turnover in the top of the Warrior zone. And 53 seconds into this first period, it is the Legionnaires with their first shot of this hockey game. And the face-off won by the Warriors. Here's Ryan Gibbs with Jonah Pinnell, Brennan Brown. Gibbs is just going to dump that in and go after it. And Hargrave near side corner, up the board, or far side corner, I should say, up the boards. Olsen is able to get it. And now Sayers and Peterson. Now cross ice for Nash. Keegan Nash near side. He gets hit by Franks. And Nash is able to protect that puck. Comes out. Gibbs over to Pinnell, and now Carter Moen, and that's offside on the Legionnaires. Good call there on the linesman. And a little bit of a break for the Warriors, as that was a good scoring chance for Carter Moen. Leads the team in goals here. And a neutral zone draw. It will be Nagel, Johnston, Park with McElholm, Wilman, Gleim. And Hudak over to Hockness. And Park gets that off the skates, and now comes near side Nagel to Johnston at the Swift Current blue line. He's going to dump that one in. Schmiesch. He's going to get hit there by Johnston. Good work by Park. Park gets hit, and then he gets held up. No call on the play. Now Riley Schmiesch near side. And it will be McElholm. Mitchell McElholm, his shot stopped there by McKechnie. And we are 1 minute and 50 seconds into this hockey game, and it is still scoreless here inside the Temple Garden Center. Warriors are going to switch things up. It will be McIver, Namath on the back end, and then Brown, Thule, and Fiesel. And it's going to face off. Will be taken by Connor Rieger with Kerwin and Fox. And on the draw, good work by Thule. He gets hooked. And now Brown. Left side, Fiesel trying to walk his way left side. And Swift Current's going to take away that scoring chance. Rieger into the neutral zone. Namath over to Fiesel. Fiesel trying to sweep it over. And that's going to come to McIver. Now Merrick McIver, left side, shoots, and that's blocked. Good look there by McIver. Now Brendan Brown on it. Brown Up top now, McIver. Long shot off the top of the crossbar. That close to giving the Warriors a 1-0 lead. Bernie Weston had no idea where that puck was, and it hit the top of the crossbar. 17:34 remaining first period. Gibbs, Lesperance, Osberg, Namath, and McIver with McElholm, Fowler, and it looks like Porter Nickerson. Osberg's going to take the draw against McElholm. And McIver up to Gibbs. Shoots! And that's stopped there by Bernie Weston. A good look by Ryan Gibbs walking down the left side and ripping a shot. Face-off blocker side of Weston, who has played absolutely incredible for his team. Warriors are going to win that draw. McIver near side, Namath. Namath is just going to shovel that down. Lesperance trying to get it. Now it comes. Osberg chips it to Namath. His shot! And I think that was tipped, but Lesperance was in front. Good screen there. And Namath has to double back into his own zone. No icing. Mason Fowler on Charlie Namath. He's going to get that back. Porter Nickerson in there with McIver. Ryan Gibbs there to help for the Warriors. And now Osberg goes over to Lesperance. And that's going to be tipped back. And Fowler a shot, and that's going to be blocked by McIver. McIver back to Charlie Namath. Through the middle to Lesperance. Now Ryan Gibbs takes it from Lesperance. Gibbs a shot, and that's off Nash and wide of the nets. Wade Franks near side to Sayers. Hudson Sayers, rink side for Brown, and he's just going to dump that in. Jonah Pinnell going after it. Jake Hargrave near side boards. Now Wesley Olson, and now Carter Moen near side. That's a good stick by Wade Franks. Taking away a good scoring chance, and Sayers has Peterson. Nagel tied up. Yes, and that puck's going to pop out. Brennan Brown, the OT hero, in game 4 in double overtime. And now Brown to Sayers. His shot, and that's going to be blocked. And Brown's coming back. Able to get that in, delayed offside. Good work there by Brown. He has been an absolute unit. And that's a stretch pass off the stick of Hawkness. And McKechnie is just going to have that roll down to him. 15:48 first period. And we are still scoreless between the Legionnaires and your Winmar Warriors. Warriors were out to a 2-0 lead in game 4 in Swift Current. And with 1:44 remaining, I believe, Carter Moen was able to tie it. And then Brennan Brown in double overtime with about 8:11 left was able to win it for Moose Jaw. And Johnston, Fiesel, Thule with Rieger, Fox, and Kerwin. Only Warriors missing one player in the lineup, Carson Dykart. And off the back of the net, it's going to come near side to Will Kerwin. Down to Hudek. Now Johnston on Rieger. Over to Fox, his wraparound. At the rebound, they score. Swift Current's going to take an early 1-0 lead, 4:33 into this first period. It's going to be Sam Kerwin with his 6th of the playoffs. And you can hear the Legionnaire fans go wild here. Luke McKechnie made the first save, wasn't able to make the second one, and Swift Current has a 1-0 lead. Warriors just couldn't get the puck out of their own zone. And Osberg, Gibbs, Park out there trying to respond. Rieger, Fox, and Kerwin for Swift Current. Moose Jaw, very tenacious team. And Nash flips it up. That's going to get past Rieger. And that will be icing on Swift Current. So the Warriors are going to have a face-off in the offensive zone, down a goal. 4:40 into this first period. First period brought to you by Veroba's Family Restaurant. Gibbs going to take the draw against Rieger. Gibbs is going to win it. And Osberg kept it in. Namath walks down right side, and that's off a stick. And out of play. That's a good play there by Charlie Namath. And we're going to have a face-off near side. Right circle on the blocker hand of Bernie Weston. And Gibbs, Osberg, Park, McIver, and Namath out there. And Swift Current takes a 1-0 lead here. Moments ago, Sam Kerwin with his 6th of the playoffs. And Packett had his pocket pick there by Kieran Osberg. Ryan Gibbs in there now. He's trying to get it, can't. And Wilm into the middle to Gleim. Gleim trying to feed it out front. Good stick by McIver and a save there. And it comes near side. Gleim couldn't get his stick on it. And McIver takes a hit there by Wilm. Now over to Namath. That's going to go down the ice. Ryan Gibbs going after it. And he's going to beat it out, but can't get that puck. And now a pass near side to Hunter Wilm. Wilm, that shot. And that's going to go wide of the net. Brown to Franks. Now near side, Sayers. Up to Gibbs. Ryan Gibbs in the middle. Park overskates it. Down low, and Brown couldn't get a stick on it. That would have been a nice play for the Warriors. Hargrave near side. Up to Wilm. That's poked by Lesperance. Nagel to Sayers. Now Franks dumps that down deep. It's going to come near side. Weston didn't cover it. Now Lesperance battling. Far side corner in the middle. And that was off for Gage. Nagel. Sayers right corner. Or right point, excuse me. Nagel. Can't get that puck. Now Lesperance back to Nagel. Nagel has it up top for Franks. His shot. That goes off a shin pad. Right to Trey Peterson. Peterson off the glass. And that's going to get out. Now Carter Moen with it. Carter Moen. He gets slowed down there by Hudson Sayers. Good work by the Edam Saskatchewan product. And now Thule is just going to fire that all the way around. No Warriors there as they were changing. Namath, Hudek, Pinnell, Thule. And now Max and Johnston out there. And that's going to go down the ice for icing. Yes, 13-19 remaining first period. A 1-0 lead for the Legionnaires. Sam Kerwin's 6th of the playoffs. (13-19). Left shots 5-1 for the Legionnaires. One lone shot for Moose Jaw. Hudek can't get it past Peterson. And Johnston, and that's going to hit a stanchion. Pinnell in the middle. Thule, he's 1-on-2. Flips it past Schmish. And Thule. He's hit. Pinnell comes over and takes away that puck. Comes up Hudek. Near side Namath. Charlie Namath gets that down. And now Namath and Peterson battling for it. It's going to come out of the zone. Tyler Hudek, left circle. The Moose Jaw end. And that's going to go off the skate there of Kerwin. Weston plays it to Packett. Back to Kerwin. Now back to Packett. Kai Packett, he's tied up. Good work there by now Thule. He's tried a shot. And he couldn't get one on net. Good try there by Noah Thule. And Rieger, up right side to Kerwin. Now Franks with it. Osberg to Caden Costley, playing as an AP. Now ringside Fiesel. Franks a shot, stopped, and the puck is loose, and Fiesel had a stick on it. And Caden Costley back to Osberg, past Kieran Osberg. Packett, reverse hit there on Fiesel, goes over the head there of Franks. And now Hawkness to Fiesel. Now Brown. He shoots, and that stopped by Bernie Weston. 11:46 remaining. Warriors starting to pick up the pace a little bit here, generating some good scoring chances, and Brendan Brown probably the best on that left side. And unfortunately, Bernie Weston was able to make the save. Face-off blocker side of Bernie Weston. Brown, Gibbs, and Park. Sayers and McIver for the Warriors. And it's going to come. Hargrave. And then he scores! Carson Park scores! We are tied here. Carson Park is first of the series. What a shot. And we are tied inside the Temple Garden Center. What a shot by Carson Park. Welcome to the party. Wow. That thing had eyes for the back of the net, and he found it. And that's Carson's second of the playoffs. And we are back to square one, tied at 1. And Sayers left side, McIver. He's going to bring it in. Merrick McIver. Near side corner for L'Esperance. Keaton L'Esperance. And that is going to go down to Johnston. Able to hold it in. McElholm up the boards. Fowler with it. Now to McElholm with speed. McElholm. Nice work. Shoots! And no goal as he gets taken into Luke McKechnie. They called it immediately off. And it looks like Luke McKechnie is okay. He made the first save. And it's going to be a penalty. He didn't have his arm up. And I think Brendan Brown's trying to tell the ref that should be goaltender interference. Glad to see Luke McKechnie okay. What a play there by Tristan Mitchell-McElholm. And it looks like they're still going to call the goal off. Warriors coaching staff calling for a penalty. And looks like we might have a face-off in the neutral zone. We'll be on Moose Jaw's side of center. And no penalty. The goal will not stand, and we are still tied at 1. Nagel, L'Esperance, Johnston, Hudek, and Namath. And Hudek back in his own end. Goes over to Namath, back to Hudek. Tyler Hudek looking for Johnston. I think that flipped up on him, and that's going to be icing. And we're going to have a face-off in the Moose Jaw zone. We're tied at 1. Carson Park is able to tie the game after Sam Kerwin, 5:27 in, was able to give the Legionnaires a 1-goal lead. And the face-off, blocker side of McKechnie. And Moen to Schmish. Around Johnston. Back to Moen. He loses his footing. And Trey Peterson back there. Johnston and Peterson played together last year on the Sask East U15 AA squad. Them and Caleb Page and Olsen to Schmish. His shot! And McKechnie's just going to glove that one. And we got 10:40 remaining, first period. Will be Gibbs, Pennell, Brown with Moen, Olsen, and Peterson. Warriors are down a forward tonight with Carson Dykart, out with an injury, and Caden Costley's in his place. Almost assisted Moose Jaw's first goal. As that was a good play. Warriors weren't able to. And Pennell gives it back to Sayers. Now to Franks. Franks has a little bit of a lane off the boards. And Sayers up to Pennell. Now through the middle. Can't find Gibbs. And Weston is just going to hold on to that one with 10:20 remaining. Shots in favor of Swift Current right now. 7-5 on the Great West Tire shot clock. And we are tied at 1. And the faceoff will be in Swift Current's end. Blocker side of Bernie Weston. Brown, Gibbs, Park, Sayers, and Franks out there. And that's going to be one back by Brown. Now Gibbs holds it in. That's going to go down the far side wall. Brown there. Brown has Fox on him. Park comes in. Trying to keep that puck and trying to get it free. And a good play there by Carson Park. Wade Franks over to Brown, a shot! And that was a good play there by Park on the far side boards to find Brown. And I don't know if that was between the legs that he was trying to shoot that puck. Oh no, just on the side of his body.
How are you, buddy?
Good, how are you? We got 9:58 remaining first period, and we are still tied at 1. Carson Park with Moose Jaw's first goal of the game, his second of these playoffs, first of the series. Brown, Gibbs, Park, Hawkness, and Namath. And it's going to be one back. Hawkness walked down the wall. His shot goes wide of the net, looking for a tip. And Namath back to Gibbs. Long shot, and the rebound stopped there as Brown. And now Namath didn't know where the puck was. And here comes Kerwin to Fox. Over to Rieger. That pass behind him. Below the goal line is Rieger. And Rieger spins around Namath. His backhand finds Nash. And that shot blocked by Gibbs. And he's able to get it out. Namath gets that puck passed and behind Keegan Nash to Gibbs. A shot! Sharp angle. And that's going to be stopped by Weston. He was hugging that near post. What a crowd here inside the Temple Garden Center. She is full. And with still more people coming in. Good crowd for a AAA game. I was expecting over 1,000 people, and I might be close to 1,500 here. And a face-off in Swift Current's end will be L'Esperance, Osberg, and Fiesel. Right side for Gleim. He's poke-checked by McIver. And L'Esperance can't find Osberg, and that rolls off the toe of his stick, and he gets hit. Here's Casey Gleim over to Hunter Wilm. Wilm loses the puck, still has it. And now L'Esperance. Osberg coming in to help. Hudek takes away that puck. And Fiesel near side boards. And Hudek has the puck at the red line. Rolls off his stick. Kerwin into the neutral zone. Delayed offside on Moose Jaw, giving Will Kerwin a little bit of time. He's going to spin and fire that. Stopped there by the Warriors. And Osberg finds L'Esperance left side. L'Esperance is just going to get that down below the goal line. Kerwin on Fiesel. And that comes near side. Sayers trying to hold on to that puck. L'Esperance down right wing corner. Now Sayers can't hold it in. And Johnston left side for Franks. That's going to be ripped in. And Weston is just going to hold on to that one. Take no chances with Max and Johnston hard in front of him. And we got 8:01 remaining, first period. Score is 1-1 between the Legionnaires and Warriors. 9-7 are the shots on goal in this tie hockey game. Game 5, the second round semifinal series. Winner plays Regina in the league final, which will start on Sunday at 3:30 at the Cooperators Arena. And off the faceoff, Brown, Pinnell, and Gibbs. Sayers racing for it against Moen. A good work there by Hudson Sayers. And his pass taken away by Peterson. Brown on Peterson. And Peterson trying to shot below the goal line. Comes up top, and that shot off a stick and over the net. And Wade Franks with it. Up to Gibbs. Gibbs flips it to Pinnell. That rolls off his twig. Now Peterson with Moen. Kicks that forward, and the Warriors are able to get it out. And that was supposed to be deflected for Pinnell. And Swift Current gets the puck in the Moose Jaw zone. Sayers is going to double back. Franks now with it. And Pinnell can't take that puck. Here comes Kerwin. Right side, a shot. And the rebound kicked out, grabbed by Pinnell. He gets it trying to go off the glass, and that's going to go into the crowd. 7:04 remaining, first period in a 1-1 hockey game. Shots 9-8 for Moose Jaw on the Great West Tires shot clock. What a first period we have been given here, and Moose Jaw's looking to take a lead into this first intermission. Johnston, Hockness, and that shot goes off the stick and up into the netting, and we're going to redo that face-off. Thule, Johnston, and Park with Hockness, and Charlie Namath will be the Fox, Rieger, Kerwin line. Kerwin and Elias Hockness broke his stick, so he'll have to get another one. And Johnston is going to get kicked out of the face-off dot, right side of McKechnie, and Carson Park. And that's going to be one too hot to handle for Kerwin. He's going to get it down to for Fox. Fox, he shoots, and looking for a deflection in front was Connor Rieger. That was a good play. Warriors were able to defend it nicely, and Namath to Thule. And his pass in the skates there of Jackson Fox. And Namath, he's hit. The puck comes out. Now poked to Noah Thule. Thule throws it into the stop by Weston. That was a good play there by Carson Park. Good shot. And Park down that left wing side tried to rip it low. And Bernie Weston was there to make this save. His 9th save of this hockey game. 1-1 score, 6:33 remaining first period. Nagel, Lesperance, Osberg, McIver, and Hudek now out there. McElholm, Fowler, and Nickerson. And on the draw, Osberg and Nickerson. It's going to be one back. McIver going to flip that to Nagel. And here comes Kai Packett. Good work there by McIver. And now Fowler comes in. Mason Fowler poke check by Osberg. Good work. And now Lesperance tied up. Couldn't get a stick on that puck. Kerwin. Will Kerwin off the boards to Packett. He's just going to turn and fire that. And that's going to go down the ice. No icing. McKechnie is going to leave it for Tyler Hudek. McIver near side of his goaltender with the puck. And that's taken away. Olsen. He shoots sharp angle. And that's stopped there by McKechnie. Warriors got to limit these turnovers in their own zone here. Sometimes they've had some difficulty. Now Gage Nagel with it. Leaves it for Lesperance. Lesperance still with the puck. Now down to Nagel. Good work there by Gage Nagel. Out front! Lesperance couldn't get it. Now back to Franks. Near side Sayers. Sayers right circle. And that's tipped wide. And here's Brown, and his pass goes between the both defensemen. And now McKechnie, or Gibbs, excuse me, leaves it for Franks. Now Brown trying to get it, and that's taken away. Olsen, good work by Brown to get it back. Brown, far side boards, and now Olsen tying him up. He's out there with Moan and Peterson. Warriors have Brown, Fiesel, and Ryan Gibbs. Keegan Nash with the puck. Nash, that's going to be grabbed there by Sayers, and Gibbs' pass picked off by Hargrave. Right side for Olsen. And Wade Franks on it in front of his goaltender. He's going to have good speed. Wade Franks, head up, gets around one. Franks can't finish the job in the offensive zone. Now Namath over to Brown, a shot. And that's stopped by Weston. Up top, Hockness, his shot. That's blocked. Luke McKechnie out to play it. And that goes off the stick. Gibbs to Fiesel, and no one there. Here's Fox. Left side, Kerwin, his shot stopped. And a good stick by Charlie Namath up to Schmiesch. And now Gibbs, a 2-on-1 with Fiesel. Brown coming back. Ryan Gibbs over to Fiesel, and that's taken away. Charlie Namath gets taken down now, a 2-on-1 for Swift. Here's Rieger, left side. And that gets past Kerwin. He picks it up right wing corner. Now Rieger spins, jamming away at that, and McElholm a shot, and that's stopped by McKechnie. And Fiesel able to keep that puck. Gets it just to the blue line. Now Will Kerwin. Yeah, on the backhand. That's just going to go in the glove of McKechnie. He's going to slow things down. 3:34 remaining. First period. In a 1-1 hockey game between your Warriors and Legionnaires. Shots 11-10 for Moose Jaw. And face off, blocker side of McKechnie. Johnston, Pinnell, and Carson Park, the goal scorer for Moose Jaw. And it looks like McElholm will be waved out. Him and Gleim and Wilm on that line with McElholm. And now Gleim coming in to take that draw. Johnston, and that's going to be one back. Kerwin holds the blue line. And Hudek up the board, stopped right side, and that's stopped by McKechnie. What a tip. And Wilm to Gleim, and sharp angle, and that's going to be stopped there by McKechnie. I just still can't believe how many people are in this Temple Garden Center here tonight. Shots now tied at 11. And just like the score, 1-1. Thule comes out with Osberg and L'Esperance. And Thule wins it. Now back McIver with it. Through the middle, Osberg. Goes left side for L'Esperance. L'Esperance gets it in. And rink side. That's going to go off Gleim. McElholm trying to beat it out and doesn't. And I think he was going in for the hit there too at the end. But Warriors are going to have a face-off inside Swift Current territory. And it will be left side of Bernie Weston with 3 minutes exactly on the big board upstairs left in this Verobas Family Restaurant first period. Franks, L'Esperance, Osberg, Gibbs, and Sayers out there against McElholm, Wilm, and Gleim. And Osberg trying to win it in the skates there. And Kerwin off the glass, past Franks, and Gleim going after it. No icing. Sayers, right wing corner, up to L'Esperance. L'Esperance near side for Osberg. Kieran Osberg. Osberg in the middle, shoots, and that's stopped there by Bernie Weston. And L'Esperance hit. See if we can get it on the replay. Oh, he runs into the right wing post. And I think it's sore, but he looks like he's going to be okay. I thought somebody hit him into it, but he kind of slipped as he was trying to cut into underneath a Legionnaires player. Fiesel, Thule, and Brown with Sayers and Franks. That's going to be one back. Sayers walking down the right wing side, trying to go back door in front, and that's off the stick of Brown and over the net. And Carter Moen. It's past Wade Franks. Franks has Moen on him. Moen just going to curl back. Now to Sayers. Sayers up to Thule, now to Fiesel, and that's going to be off, or icing, excuse me. 2:14 remaining in this first period. Warriors and Legionnaires tied at 1. Carson Park, the goal for the Warriors. Sam Kerwin, the goal for Swift Current. And shots 12-11 for Moose Jaw. And Brown, Thule, and Fiesel still out there. Peterson gets that down low. Carter Moen. Moen cycles it back to Olsen. Him and Brown are tying up now. And now Moen comes in, left wing corner. That's going to find Franks. Franks up to Pat's going to get past Thule. Nash goes over to Hargrave. Now to Olsen. That's taken away by Fiesel, and he dumps that in deep. Warriors changing on the back end. 1:45 remaining in this first period. McIver, Namath, Fiesel, Thule, and Johnston. That's off the stick of Noah Thule. And Hargrave back in his own end. That's through the middle. Off the skate there, Peterson. Grabbing it is Johnston. Maxon Johnston. He shoots, and that's a blocker saved by Weston. What a good shot by Johnston. And Legionnaires get it out. And they call offside, but I'm pretty sure Jonah Pennell stayed onside. 1:17 remaining, first period in a 1-1 hockey game. Warriors lead in the shots 13-11. So game one was here in Moose Jaw, and it was a 2-1 double overtime win for the Legionnaires, and then they won 2-1 on home ice on Sunday. And Johnston, Nagel, Pennell, McIver, and Namath. That's going to go all the way down. And near side, Packett. It's going to be chopped out. McIver just going to dump that into the near side corner. Will Kerwin on it. Over to Packett. Off the glass, and that's going to leave play. And we got exactly a minute left to play. So as I mentioned, Legionnaires were able to pull off 2-1 victories. Games 1 and 2, and then the Warriors in double OT. Kieran Osberg with the game winner to force a game 4. And then in game 4 in Swift Current on Wednesday, a double overtime victory for the Warriors. 3-2 as Brennan Brown was able to get one past Bertie Weston to force this game 5 back here at the Temple Garden Center. And my mistake, game 3 was just in overtime. The first overtime period, Kieran Osberg was able to score. And Osberg tying up Kerwin. Brown now out there. He's out there with Osberg and Ryan Gibbs. And a 3-on-2 potentially. Rieger in the middle. Fox! And that almost made its way to Kerwin. And now Brown walks up the far side wall. Near side for Gibbs, and Ryan Gibbs is going to take that puck. Brown on the left wing side. His shot is going to roll down on Weston, and that's just going to be covered. 33.1 seconds remaining. Warriors Legionnaires here at the Temple Garden Center. It was an early lead for Swift Current. Sam Kerwin able to get his own rebound on the near side and get it past Luke McKechnie. And then for the Warriors, Carson Park off a faceoff just ripped one and was able to beat Bernie Weston short side. And Kerwin, that's off the stick. Sayers can't grab it. Moan. And looking for Peterson. Good play by the Warriors. Gibbs. And we got a delayed offside. Warriors get it into the neutral zone. Now Frank's off the boards. Osberg trying to get it. Kieran Osberg now has the puck. 5 seconds remaining. Osberg goes back behind his own net. Right circle. And that's taken away. And a helmet save by McKechnie at the buzzer. And we are through 20 here at the Temple Garden Center. And we are tied at 1 between your Winmar Warriors and the Swift Current Legionnaires. Shots on goal. 14-11 for the Warriors on the Great West Tire shot clock. Sam Kerwin the goal for Swift Current to give them the early 1-0 lead. And then Carson Park, his first of this series, second of the playoffs, able to get the Warriors tied. And we will see what happens in this Game 5 semifinal series. And we're going to take a short break and be back with second period action shortly. It's Winmar Warriors Hockey right here on Facebook and YouTube. Hey everybody, JD Houghton back with you inside Temple Garden Center to get you ready for this South Sask Bus Line second period. South Sask Bus Lines is the official bus line of your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. And we are tied at 1 between your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors and the Swift Current Legionnaires. And it was the Legionnaires who got on the board first. Sam Kerwin with his 6th of the playoffs about 4.5 minutes in was able to give Swift Current the 1-0 lead. And then Carson Park, a few minutes later, was able to beat Bernie Weston short side for his 2nd of the playoffs, 1st of the series, and to tie this game. And then there were some chances for on both ways last 10 minutes of that first period, but neither team was able to beat their goaltender. And shots after 20 or 14-11 in favor of the Warriors. Both teams with some turnovers that they probably want to clean up here, getting in to the second 20-minute frame. But we are tied at 1. And this crowd is ready for their Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors to come back onto the ice. A lot of people inside the Temple Garden Center for Moose Jaw and for Swift Current. And we'll see what happens in this second period of play between your Warriors and Legionnaires as they switch ends. The Warriors wearing their home whites with black trim, skating from right to left on your TV screen, and then Swift Current Legionnaires wearing their alternate jerseys, these road jerseys, where they're green with blue and white trim, going from left to right on your TV screen. And it will be L'Esperance, Osberg, and Noah Thule with Namath and McIver, Kerwin, Rieger, and Fox out there for Swift Current off the draw. The Warriors have possession. And that possession taken away. Rieger off the penalty box. And it comes to Osberg. He's going to flip that down. Near side corner. Kai Packett. And that's going to go past McIver and all the way down the ice for icing. 20 seconds in to the South Sask Bus Line second period. And that face-off won back cleanly to McIver. L'Esperance going after it. He was tied up. Osberg now with it. Kieran Osberg in the middle. Looking for Noah Thule. Gets it off the boards. Now up top, McIver. And that's going to find... L'Esperance is going to let it go all the way far side. And Osberg. Now Thule has it. And that's going to hit the netting. And now we're going to have a face-off, I believe, still in Swift Current's end with 19-18 remaining in this second period. And face-off will be on the glove side of Bernie Weston. Brown, Gibbs, Fiesel, Frank Sayers, Olsen, Peterson, and Moen for Swift Current. And Warriors win it. Sayers overskates it. Able to keep it in. Good work. Sayers down low looking for Ryan Gibbs. And that's going to come near side. Franks touches it, negates the icing. Wesley Olsen back for it. As Hudson Sayers and Olsen are tied up. Olsen takes down, and that's going to go between some bodies and right to Ryan Gibbs. Ryan Gibbs down the right wing side. His shot, and that's just wide of the net. Good look. No look shot there for Ryan Gibbs. And Brown far side. And that's delayed offside, they say. Ooh, that was close. Darwin says no. And Moen fires that down. But he's on the wrong side of center ice, and we got another icing here. So 18:36 remaining second period. And the faceoff will be in the Legionnaire zone. Same line still out there. Brown going to take the draw against Olsen. blocker side of Weston. And it's going to be one near side by Olsen, and he's just going to try to fire that out. Hits a stanchion, comes all the way out, and Peterson down. Fiesel in the middle. Gibbs had it, and he was tied up by Schmish. Now Carter Moen trying to get around Hawkness. And Hudek near side, has some speed. Up to Gibbs. Off his stick, and he's going to go off for a line change now. Hudek, Hawkness out there on D. Johnston, Pinnell. And Ryan Gibbs still out there, the lone attacker. And he's going to come off, and here comes Gage Nagel. McKechnie can't play it. That's centered by Swift Current. Max and Johnston with it. Near side, over the red line. Now to Gage Nagel. Trying to float it to Pinnell. And that's a good defensive play by Swift Current. McIver with it. He has Gleim on him. McIver brings it near side. And tried to fire it on net. Pinnell out front. Johnston jabbing away at it. And Pinnell trying to get a stick on it. Bernie Weston with some big saves on Max and Johnston on the far side post. And McIver near side to Charlie Namath. And Namath just going to flip that one in. Warriors are going to change up their forward lines. Namath going after it. Will Kerwin near side. Comes out. Looking for that pass. He's just going to grab it to Riley Schmish. Now to Wilm, near side Gleim, and that puck rolls off his stick. Namath, near side, McIver. And that's going to go over to Osberg. Osberg overskated it, and he's going to find Carson Park, and that's going to be poked off the stick of Park. And now here's Fox. Good work by McIver. Take away that scoring chance, and Kieran Osberg. Osberg over to Park, and just out of his reach. The Warriors with a good scoring chance. Goes to no avail. And Kerwin trying to split the D, and McKechnie is just going to cover that one. Sam Kerwin giving McKechnie a little bit of a snowing. 16:23 remaining second period, 1-1 hockey game between your Warriors and Legionnaires. Shots on goal 14-12 for the Warriors in the Great West Tire shot clock. And Gibbs able to get it past the defenseman. Here's a 2-on-1. Ryan Gibbs over to Lesperance. Back to Gibbs, and kind of muffed that shot. And now up Sayers. Sayers, he lobs it in. And that's going to be grabbed by Packett. Franks able to hold the line. Wade Franks to Gibbs. That shot goes just wide of the near post. Sayers down low to Brown. And now Gibbs. Gibbs trying to walk out from near side wall. And Gibbs in the middle. One-timer by Lesperance. Fanned on that one. And Brown leaves it for Sayers. Now Brown near side. Kept in by Lesperance. And Lesperance walks out. Gibbs the one-timer, and that's wide of the nets. And Rieger trying to break it out. Rieger dumps it in. And trying to center it was Jackson Fox. Good work there by Wade Franks. Sayers able to poke it out. Franks near side. Now rink side for Gibbs. Gibbs in the middle. Over to Johnston. Johnston turns, fires, and that's stopped by Weston. Good work. Max and Johnston have a few shots on net here tonight. McIver walking the blue line. Got Olsen kind of throwing his stick and in front. That's off the stick of Johnston. And Johnston battling it now with Keegan Nash. Nash to Peterson. And that goes off the stick of Carter Moen. He's going after it against Hudek. Good work. Tyler Hudek now near side McIver. 14:40 remaining in this second period. Still 1-1. And Weston is going to play it near side for Hargrave. That's off the stick of Fiesel. Plays. Warriors trying to keep it in. And it's going to come near side for McIver. Takes it left wing wall. Try to center it. Fiesel turns and shoots. And that is going to be stopped by Bernie Weston. 14:20 remaining second period. Shots now 16-12. Warriors with some good looks here in the last minute and a half of play. Just unable to capitalize on some 2-on-1 or a 2-on-1 and a one-timer in the low slot, or the high slot, I should say. Good contingent of Swift Current Legionnaire fans making their way to Moose Jaw. And the refs fixing a issue. Maybe a little bit of a hole in the neutral zone. And Park, Nagel, and Osberg with Hawkness and Namath out there. And trying to fill it now. And still, and finally they're able to fix it. No penalties so far in this hockey game. Neither team's gotten a man advantage, so face off, blocker side of Weston, Osberg, Park, and Nagel, Namath and Hawkness. And the face off, won by the Warriors, Namath. Long shot into the feet, and the Warriors trying to get to it as Osberg had no idea where that puck was. Kieran Osberg, right side. He's going to leave it for Hawkness. Hawkness shoots. That's deflected wide. Good idea there by the Warriors. And now the puck's going to come out of the zone. Mason Fowler in a foot race. Hawkness! And good shot there by Fowler. And that pass off the skate of Osberg comes back to Hawkness in his own zone. Now to the blue line, Nagel. He's going to double back and just throw it in. And the Legionnaires have it. Fowler's pass to Nickerson, taken away by Park. Back to Hawkness. He has Nickerson on him. Now Namath with it. Into the neutral zone through the middle. Park couldn't take that pass, and it's just going to roll down to Bernie Weston. And the faceoff will come blocker side of Bernie Weston. Here in Game 5 of this second round series. Classic Moose Jaw Swift Current rivalry. They tied the 4-game season series 2-2. And now they are tied in this best-of-5 playoff series. And Brown with Lesperance and Gibbs. That's just going to roll down to Weston, and he's going to hold on to that one. Sayers and Franks on the back end for the Warriors. Will be the Fox, Rieger, and Kerwin line for Swift Current. And Rieger's going to take the draw against Brown. And Brown on the draw, trying to win it back, and that's going to be played back to Weston, and he's just going to hold on to that one as well. So a few quick whistles off this draw. And Brown and Rieger are going to try to do this for the third time. And that's going to be one Sayers. Sayers back to Gibbs. Ryan Gibbs, long shot! And Weston is able to glove that. Brendan Brown taken down in front of the net. It's fun to see the smiles on the faces of both teams, as a lot of these players either grew up playing minor hockey against one another, or played on the same team as one another, and they all know each other in this league. And obviously, when it comes down to it, the competitiveness does come out. But it seems like most of them, or all of them that I've seen, are friends in the end. And Gibbs takes that puck away from Schmiesch. Kerwin in there to help. Or Packett had his pocket picked, and that's going to go behind Sayers. And Franks there. Wade Franks off the boards. Grabbed by Gibbs with Lesperance and Brown. Gibbs to Lesperance, a shot! And that hits Ryan Gibbs. Now down to Lesperance. Lesperance trying to poke that in front. Gibbs grabs it. Up high for Franks. Right side Sayers. Sayers, long shot. And that's stopped by Weston. Brown able to corral the rebound. He has Packett all over him. Now Brown, Lesperance. Brown taking down Packett. And Lesperance to Brown. Brown. That's going to be down into the Swift Current zone. Taken away. And Moen had that pass taken off his stick. And Ryan Gibbs down the right wing side, a shot, and That's going to be stopped by Bernie Weston. 12-17 remaining second period. Shots 20-12 for the Warriors. And Warriors are going to change things up. It will be Thule, Johnston, and Fiesel out there. Good shift by the Warriors, they've created more chances, I think, in the second period, just haven't been able to capitalize or finish those chances off here, but we're still tied at 1 here. 12-17 remaining. That's Johnston able to take that puck away off the pad, and Johnston is just going to hold on to it and cycle that down. Fiesel and Rieger battling after that puck. Kerwin, Rieger, and Fox out there for Swift Current. And Fiesel trying to get it, trying to poke that free. And now Fiesel comes away with the puck. Max Fiesel still has it. And that's going to roll off his stick right down to Noah Thule. Johnston trying to get it to Fiesel. He's pinned by Rieger. Up the boards. And the puck just comes out. Noah Thule hit by Kerwin. McIver in there now. McIver tried to feed it. Fiesel, a shot. Johnston! They score! Maxon Johnston! He gives the Warriors a 2-1 lead! That's going to be deflected off a Swift Current player and behind Bernie Weston. And the Warriors lead 2-1 with 11:31 in this second period. Maxon Johnston, his first of the playoffs, couldn't have come at a better time. A good play in front of the net. Moose Jaw now has their first lead of the hockey game. It is 2-1 for your Winmar Warriors. 11:31 remaining second period. And Johnston just throwing it to the net. Off a body in front and pass Weston, and what a goal that was. And Gage Nagel with a big hit behind the net on Hargrave. And it comes near side Wilm. Shoved off the puck by Pinnell. And Nagel going after it, comes to Pinnell and passes it back. Hawkness just going to get that deep over the stick of Schmiesch. Warriors have to tag up. It's going to be Nagel, Osberg, Pinnell, Hawkness, and Namath. And that pass to Gleim, finds him, trying to find Mikkel home. Namath threw some skates to Osberg, goes off his stick, and now Namath back in his own zone. Hawkness leaves it there for Pinnell. Now Hawkness gets it back. Hawkness pokes it up for Gibbs. Now to Namath. Over to Osberg. Osberg. Now Pinnell just going to fire that in. Ryan Gibbs now near side. Gibbs has the puck. Ryan Gibbs walks. His shot goes just over the net. And now Frank's coming in. Down to Pinnell and out front. Brown couldn't get a hold of that puck. And Frank's still with it. Frank's can't get it, and that's going to be up the boards, but not out. Ryan Gibbs able to get it just down. And Mikkel home to Wilm. Now for Hargrave. Sayers out there on Hargrave. And that's going to go down. Chase Peterson out there against Franks. That's chipped up to Gibbs. And gloved by Olsen in the neutral zone. 9:53 remaining in this second period. And McKechnie out to play it. And it's going to be stopped by Moen, near side corner. Moen to Olsen. Olsen, his shot. Good job, Park! And Olsen, his shot just goes wide. And Peterson battling behind the Moose Jaw net. And Peterson with it. Peterson turns and shoots, and that's stopped by Luke McKechnie and Gibbs. Nice work. Ryan Gibbs down the left wing side. Gibbs, nice move, and Kerwin. Good defensive play there. Gibbs does hold that puck. And it's going to come right side, right to Will Kerwin. And down the ice, stopped there by Hudek, and he's double teamed. Moen, I think, took the worst of that one as he hit the ice. And McIver down. Hudek, he gets tripped. And McIver into the neutral zone. Harris Simchuk, nice move on Thule. Now Luke McKechnie, near side McIver. Merrick McIver just going to flip that out off the stick of Fox. Now Lesperance has it. And that's going to be a penalty. Lesperance is going to kick it. Johnston not going to touch up, and the Warriors are going to go to the power play for the first time here in this hockey game. 8:33 remaining, and it will be a Moose Jaw Carpet One Floor and Home power play. Connor Rieger going to the box, 2 minutes for slashing. And Moose Jaw's power play in these playoffs, 5 for 29, 13.89%, sixth best in the league. In these playoffs, I should say, in Swift Current's PK, 86.67, which is second. And it will be Lesperance, Osberg, Brown, Gibbs, and Sayers. This first power play unit, Wilm and Nickerson out there on the PK. See if the Warriors can make it a 3-1 lead with 8:33 remaining. And that's going to be one. Porter Nickerson has Sayers on him. And that's going to be off the stick of Porter Nickerson. And down the ice. 1:50 remaining in this power play. It's going to be grabbed there by Osberg. Osberg's going to hold up, double back, and he's going to curl. Now right side for Gibbs. That's going to go off a body. And we got 1:34 remaining. And off the stick of Sayers. Sayers is just going to bring this puck back. Moose Jaw and Swift Current both got a short-handed goal there in Innovation Plex. Brown couldn't take that pass. Warriors in the offensive zone. 1:15 remaining on this power play. Gibbs up high. Sayers. Hudson Sayers tried to drop it, and that's just going to be dumped down the ice. And Mitchell McElholm's going to score shorthanded. And we are tied here. Tristan Mitchell McElholm is going to get the shorthanded goal. And that's the second straight game the Warriors have given up a shorthanded goal. And it will be Park, McIver, Fiesel, Nagel, and Pinnell out there. We got 1:01 left in this power play. And off the faceoff. And it's going to be Carson Park with it. Gets it back to McIver. McIver near side. McIver. Right side, Nagel. Nagel, cross ice, Pinnell. And that's going to be fired. Kerwin is just going to dump that all the way down the ice. 40 seconds remaining. Moose Jaw's not been able to do anything so far on this power play, and they've given up a shorthanded goal. Nagel, near side Park. Carson Park to Pinnell. Pinnell tied up with Wilm. Now back to McIver. Right side, Nagel. Nagel shoots, and that's stopped by Weston. Rebound up high, and Swift Current's going to get that down the ice. 15 seconds remaining. And McIver's going to take it. One last rush for the Warriors. It's back-to-back games. Moose Jaw's given up a short-handed goal. And that's up to Namath. Back to Nagel. Nagel trying to poke that forward. And Nagel battling for it. Can't get the puck. Harris Simchuk, rink side for Rieger out of the penalty box. So Swift Current has tied this hockey game on a short-handed goal. And McKechnie plays it. That's going to be Moen. He gets hit. Johnston trying to get it up to Park. Nickerson just going to turn and fire that in. And McKechnie slides it to Namath. And his pass off the ref. Johnston near side. Franks. And that's almost taken away. Warriors a little bit lackadaisically with this puck. And that's on the goal line. Tipped wide of the nets. Franks gets it back to Charlie Namath. And that's just going to be flipped out. Thule swinging a miss on that puck. 5:40 remaining in this second period. And now Ryan Gibbs down the right wing side. Gibbs a shot, and that is up in the netting and out of play. 5:33 remaining, second period. I don't think Moose Jaw was thinking about giving up that shorthanded goal. Tristan Mitchell McElholm with his third of the playoffs has tied this hockey game. So Moose Jaw had the lead. Maxon Johnston with his first of these playoffs. And now Osberg, Costley, Lesperance, Hockness, and Hudek. Osberg gets waved out. It will be L'Esperance that's going to take this draw now. And the Rieger, Fox, and Kerwin line. And L'Esperance can't win the draw. It's going to be off the boards. Hudek plays it down towards the blue line for Swift Current. Now in front of his own bench. Puck comes to Rieger. Now to Will Kerwin. Kerwin. And that's going to find Packett far wall. Chips it out. That goes off the skate. Now Connor Rieger with it. Rieger down the right wing side, and that is going to be kept in by Kai Packett. Down to Rieger. Rieger, his centering pass stopped off the stick of Hudek. And now Hudek, good play there. And now Fox's pass grabbed by L'Esperance. And grabbed by Kerwin at his own blue line. Stretch pass to Fowler, and he gets that in deep. McKechnie out to play it. Up the boards for L'Esperance. Now grabbed by Kerwin. Kerwin in the middle shoots, and that's stopped by McKechnie, and it goes wide. And Harris Simchuk down the wall. Swift Current with some momentum here and some offensive zone time. And now Costley trying to poke that pass, and Harris Simchuk can't hold on to it. L'Esperance couldn't get around him. And that's going to go off the stick of Charlie Namath. That stretch pass was for Mason Fowler. We got 4:12 remaining in the second period. Moose Jaw had a short 2-1 lead. And the Legionnaires pouncing on a short-handed opportunity. And it's Brennan Brown. That face-off is going to be won by Swift Current. And that's going to go down the ice. No icing. 4 minutes left. And McIver to Fiesel. Hargrave throws it down to McElholm. Fiesel. And Fowler a shot. And that's stopped by McKechnie. Good save there by Luke McKechnie. And now Park finds Namath. Over to McIver. Up to Fiesel. Chips it in the middle to Brown. Brown trying to get around Nash. And Park couldn't keep it in. Namath fires it in. Jake Hargrave spins right side around Fiesel. Nickerson through the middle. Off his stick. Negates the icing. Merrick McIver with it. McIver has a little bit of space near side. He has Park going through the middle. Now to Park. Didn't know there was there. Kerwin over to Hargrave. Jake Hargrave left side. And Hargrave going to drop it. Peterson curls left half boards. And McIver for Johnston. He gets hit there by Carter Moen. And now Olsen with the puck. Olsen flips it in front, grabbed by Peterson. Trey Peterson. And Olsen falls. Warriors are able to get the puck. And that's grabbed by Packett. His shot off a body. Now Gibbs trying to, that's kept in. Moen left side. Peterson with it. And Peterson, his pass finds Packett right side. Down low. And it's going to come out. There's a battle in front of the net. Now Gibbs is just going to get that down the ice. Warriors can change now. Or a few can. Fiesel and Johnston go off. L'Esperance comes on. And so does Brennan Brown. Now Gibbs. Now Ryan Gibbs to Brown. Brown a shot, and that's high gloving over the net. And Sayers dumps that deep in near side. Kerwin just rims that around. Sayers trying to win that battle, and does. Packett. That goes off his stick. Sayers able to hold it. L'Esperance. Now that's going to go into the stands. But we're going to have a face-off in the Moose Jaw zone. 1:50 remaining second period. And it will be Thule, Brown, L'Esperance, Sayers, and Franks. Warriors just have to forget about that mishap behind their own net and come and try to get away with a 3-2 lead heading into the second intermission. And Brown's out there. And Fox trying to take it. Comes to Hargrave near side. Kerwin. And that's kept in. L'Esperance. Nice work. Has it. Shoots! And they're jabbing away at it. The puck's loose. And it's going to come out. Franks all the way back in his own zone. Back to Sayers. Now up to Thule. Thule waits. Now rink side. Off the skate of L'Esperance. He goes off. Now Namath and Pennell come onto the ice. Jonah Pennell. That's going to be flipped. Off the stick of Kerwin. And Namath almost fanned on that pass. Rieger holds it in. And Sam Kerwin. Left side. Kerwin up top. And now Hargrave right side. A shot! And that's tipped over the net. McKechnie didn't know where the puck is. We're under a minute left to play here. And it comes rink side. Hargrave. His shot! That's stopped by McKechnie as he's able to go through the screen. And Brown is going to flip that off the glove there of Thule. And Namath. That's delayed offside as Namath was just ahead of the plate. McElholm, the goal scorer here in the second period. That's going to be chipped up. Osberg can't grab it. Now Gleim. He's pinned by Namath. That's off the boards. Kept in Hargrave. Namath. That's going to go down. Gloved by Kerwin. Going to be grabbed by McElholm. 10 seconds remaining. McElholm, a shot! And that's off a body and up over the net. Nagel trying to get to that puck. Comes to Namath. And that's taken away. That's a shot stopped by McKechnie. And we are through 40. And we are tied at 2 between the Swift Current Legionnaires and your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. Maxon Johnston with the second period goal for the Warriors. And it was Tristan Mitchell McElholm, the goal scorer for Swift Current. And it was shorthanded. Warriors, a little bit of miscommunication behind their own net. And McElholm capitalizes on a turnover by Luke McKechnie. So we are tied at 2 here after 40 minutes of play. It's going to be a great third period. Shots 26-17 for the Warriors after 20 minutes. So we are going to take a short break and be back with third period action shortly. Winmar Warriors Hockey right here on Facebook and YouTube. Hey everybody, JD Houghton back with you to get this third and potentially final period underway and in the Temple Garden Center in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. And after 40, your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors and the Swift Current Legionnaires are tied at 2. And both teams got a goal in that second period. The Warriors had a 2-1 lead. Maxon Johnston with the goal, his first of these playoffs and series, to give the Warriors a 2-1 lead. The assist to Merrick McIver and Max Fiesel. And then on it, Moose Jaw's first power play of the hockey game and only power play in this game. Tristan Mitchell-McElholm stripped the puck from Luke McKechnie and wrapped it around and beat him in the 5-hole to tie this hockey game. And then it was the rest of that period was the Swift Current Legionnaires with a lot of pressure and they had some good looks to take a lead in intermission, but we are tied at 2. We got 60 more minutes, maybe more, or 20 more minutes, maybe more here, folks, in Game 5 of the semifinal series. 2-2 is your score between the Warriors and the Legionnaires. And Moose Jaw looking to book their ticket to the finals. And it will be Namath and McIver, Osberg, Thule, and L'Esperance out there for the Warriors. And the Rieger, Fox, and Kerwin line will start for Swift Current. A big period here, folks, as Moose Jaw looking to go to the finals for the first time since 2020. And they will face, if they win, whoever wins this game will play the Regina Pack Canadians. Osberg and Fox saw the center ice draw. It's going to be one back. Luke McKechnie is going to leave it there for Charlie Namath. Now up the boards, Thule battling for it, and it's going to be kicked out. L'Esperance gets it to Thule, and he's just going to dump that in, and it's come all the way out of the zone. Osberg in the middle for L'Esperance. Now up to Osberg, but Warriors are offside, and we are 26 seconds into this third period. Still a 2-2 hockey game. Shots 28-16 for the Warriors on the Great West Tire shot clock. What a hockey game and series that the fans have been treated to. And McIver near side Namath, and that's going to be fired in. Grabbed there by Kai Packett. Now rinks behind the net to Will Kerwin. Thule able to keep it in. Packett back. Osberg on him. And Kieran Osberg, good work. It's going to pop free. Gloved by McIver. And Fox gets the puck into the Moose Jaw zone. Charlie Namath near side of his goaltender. Now comes into the neutral zone. That's off his stick. And Namath just going to get that in and takes a big hit. Weston plays it over to Hargrave. And that's going to go off the stick of Wade Franks. No icing. McKechnie just going to leave it for Hudson Sayers. A pass up to Pinnell. And that's swatted in by Wesley Olson. Now we're a minute 15 into this third period. Franks. That's going to be dumped in. Weston not playing it. Brown near side. And that is going to come near side, or far side, excuse me. Along the boards, Hargrave. And that's off the stick of Olson. That pass, Peterson able to get it to Olson. Now back to Nash, over to Hargrave. That's a ringside pass for Trey Peterson. Hudek able to swat that. Near side boards, get it fine, Brendan Brown. Now Gibbs, over to Pinnell. He shoots, and that's off the stick of Weston. Wesley Olson, near side corner. Olson, that's going to go over to Hargrave. And now he comes down the right wing side. Hargrave stops. Now Moen, a shot off a stick, and now Peterson. He gets tripped, and that's going to be a penalty. Legionnaires are going to go to their first power play of this hockey game. Trey Peterson, he's tripped up, and it will be Charlie Namath taking the 2-minute tripping call. And Swift Current, one power play goal in this series. They come in 7 for 32, 21.88%, second best. Warriors have the best penalty kill in these playoffs at 91.30, only giving up 2 power play goals. So Johnston, Franks, Sayers, and Thule out there on this PK. And off the draw, it's going to be poked up. And Thule able to get it out. Sam Kerwin on it. And good work there by Noah Thule, tying him up. Noah Thule has the puck. And he's just going to pin it along the left wing half wall. Now Kerwin leaves it. Will Kerwin with the puck now. Right side. Now to Fowler. Sayers turns and fires that off the boards. Weston plays it for Will Kerwin. And Kerwin looking up ice. Now goes cross ice to his brother, Sam Kerwin. Legionnaires get it in. And McKechnie is just going to hold on to that one as McElholm was on him. And McElholm's pushing and shoving with Hudson Sayers. 1:08 remaining in this Water Vision Pools and Spas penalty kill. 16:56 remaining in the third period. Good penalty kill so far here for the Warriors. And Brown coming off, and it will be McIver, Nagel, Hawkness, and Osberg out there. Face off. Nagel, good work. Now that's going to go past Hargrave. Weston out to play it, and he's going to get it to Jake Hargrave. In front of his own net. Good work there by Gage Nagel. 50 seconds remaining on this Water Vision Pools and Spas penalty kill. And Fox and Hawkness going after it. Osberg and rips that down the ice. Weston holds on to it. And now Weston near side. Olsen takes that. Nagel now with it. Nagel. That's going to go off the stick of McIver. And McIver just going to turn and fire that back in there. 30 seconds now remaining on this Water Vision Pools and Spas penalty kill. 16:10 remaining in this hockey game. Olsen with speed down the left wing side. He's going to go around the net, and they get hit by Hudek. And Johnston down the ice. Good work here on the penalty kill for the Warriors. Hargrave. And now Thule is just going to pin that puck up against the boards. And it's going to pop out. And that's going to do it. We are back to 5-on-5. Trey Peterson cuts to the middle. Peterson shoots. Stop there by McKechnie, and the puck was free. Good save there by Luke McKechnie. And hopefully that great penalty kill by the Warriors builds some momentum. Moving forward, Brown, Gibbs, Park, McIver, and Sayers against Wilm, Nickerson, and Gleim. And off the draw, McIver. Far side boards off a stanchion. Gibbs, his shot off the stick there of Nash. Park, back to Gibbs. And now Ryan Gibbs with it. Back to Brown, scores! Brendan Brown gives the Warriors a 3-2 lead! 15:24 remaining! Brendan Brown with yet another goal in this series brings the fans to their feet and gives the Warriors a 3-2 lead with 15:24 remaining. Brown able to beat Weston between the wickets, and Moose Jaw has their 1-goal lead back with 15:24 remaining in this hockey game. Osberg, Gibbs, and L'Esperance out there with McIver and Sayers. That's going to be one back. Sayers over to Merrick McIver, and that's going to be flipped in. Glove down by Schmiesch. Now Rieger. One touch to Fox, and that's going to be grabbed by Ryan Gibbs. Gibbs with the assist on Brendan Brown's goal, and Osberg. Good work there. Kieran Osberg out front, and that goes off his stick. And now Rieger down the ice. That's going to go wide of the net. Right to Gibbs. Brings it over, leaves it for Osberg. Now L'Esperance. Kerwin. And that's a big save there by Luke McKechnie. Carson Park picking up his second point of the evening with the assist on Brendan Brown's goal. And for Brownie, that's his sixth goal of these playoffs. He's been a beast in this series. And now Pinnell trying to use his speed down the left wing side. Rolls off his stick, but able to hold on to it. Off the boards, Namath. Near side, Hudek. Hudek. His shot, that's off the shin pad of Brown, who's out there with Pinnell and Fiesel. And Carter Moen chips it past Hudek and trying to get the inside edge over to Namath. Charlie Namath. His pass to Brown, leaves the zone, comes to Hargrave. Nash, near side, 14 minutes remaining. And Thule trying to get that puck up. Battle ensues right in front of the Warriors bench. And now Wesley Olson left side. He curls. Good work, Hudek taking away his time and space. And that shot. And Fauser has it. Fauser. That's going to go out of the zone. Hargrave near side Nash. And Charlie Namath has it in his own zone over to Tyler Hudek. Warriors are changing, so Hudek's going to bring this puck up. And we got 13:30 remaining in this hockey game. Warriors with a 3-2 lead. Osberg. Can't get that puck away from Hargrave. And a collision there in the neutral zone. McKechnie for Sayers. That's off the glass. Grabbed by Schmiesch. Now over to Hargrave. He hits an edge. And Osberg, good work. Johnston. Able to get it in there. McElholm to Schmiesch. Now back to Hargrave. Johnston on Hargrave. Puck comes near side, Schmiesch. Now Schmiesch over to McElholm. Has a goal here tonight. Tristan Mitchell McElholm. And a good work by the Warriors taking away time and space. And that's off the stick of McKechnie. Now Ryan Gibbs up the ice. Trying to flip it in, and that's off the mask of Harris Simchuk. Osberg pins his man. And now Gibbs. Stood up by Harris Simchuk, but able to get the puck in. Weston near side for Schmiesch. Brown trying to take it away, can't. Now Schmiesch up ice. Kerwin rolling through the middle. And that's going to go off that glass. And Hockness back to McIver. And Schmiesch has his pocket picked by Ryan Gibbs. Gibbs flips that one in. We'll spin around at the end. Harris Simchuk. Ringside pass for Jackson Fox, and he's just going to golf at that one. And McKechnie plays it off the boards. L'Esperance plays it into the neutral zone. Nagel looking for it and going for it. And now a battle in front of the Swift Current bench. Grab there by Kerwin in his own zone. Pass up to Fox, and that's just going to roll down to Luke McKechnie, and he's going to slow things down with 11:30 remaining in this third period. Shots on goal, 28-21 for the Warriors on the Great West Tire shot clock. And we're approaching 10 minutes left in this hockey game. Moose Jaw with a 3-2 lead. Brendan Brown is sixth of the playoffs. Johnston on the draw, and we're going to redo it. And it's going to be back right side of McKechnie. Osberg, Johnston, Namath, Franks, and Nagel out there. Olsen, Moen, and Peterson line. And Peterson, he gets hit by Franks. McKechnie pokes that, and it's going to come to Peterson. In front, the puck's bouncing, and finally Charlie Namath grabs it. That's gloved by Packett, and he swarmed. Warriors are able to get it out. Now here's Gage Nagel. Gage Nagel goes wide right, a shot, and that's over the net. Osberg going for the puck far side. Nagel still has it. Throws it in deep and goes after it and hits an edge. Looks to be okay. Good shift there. Brown trying to tie up Kerwin and his dumping attempt off the linesman. And he gets it down to Olsen. That's past Peterson. And Thule near side boards. Olsen in there trying to get that puck free. And it comes to Thule. He's able to get that puck out. Brown gets tripped in the neutral zone. And now Thule, Brown. Brendan Brown. Shoot! Stopped! They score! Warriors score! Brendan Brown with his second of the hockey game. It's 4-2! 10:26 left. Warriors up 4-2! Wow! .10:26 remaining in this hockey game. The Warriors have a 2-goal lead. And somehow that puck swept through the wickets of Bernie Weston. And the Warriors feeling the energy right now with 10:26 left. And off the draw, Johnston, Gibbs, Lesperance are out there. And that shot up high over the net. And McElholm just tries to throw it on there. And McElholm over to Harris Simchuk. And Brown, another turnover. Will shoved. And we got 9:45. That's icing. So the Warriors with a 4-2 lead. Brendan Brown, 7th of the playoffs. Second here tonight gives Moose Jaw a 2-goal lead with 9:42 remaining. Shots 30-21. And Namath with Thule, Osberg, Hawkness, and Park out there. And Thule on the draw. Trying to tie up his man. Casey Gleim with it. And he's just going to chip that down the ice. Will that be icing? Yes, it will be. Swift can't change once again. Oh. The 50-50 over $4,000 here tonight. The winner takes home $2,000. And Osberg, Thule, Park, Namath, and Hawkness. And Osberg, he's taken down, comes to Park, and behind him and Wilm with Gleim. Gleim, he's going to throw that down below the goal line. Noah Thule near side. Kept in Kerwin, left point, and a good block there in front by Hawkness. Packett just going to shove that down. And Namath near side. Thule going after it. Kerwin plays it down deep. And Kerwin, he's shoved, comes to Namath. And Thule taken down. And Rieger up to Kerwin. Now back to Rieger. And that's going to go down on Weston, and he's forced to cover up. 8:47 remaining. You want to look at those for me? So here's Fiesel. Max Fiesel below the right wing circle. trying to shovel it in front. And it comes out to Moan. And Franks trying to get a stick on it. 8:30 remaining. Sayers back to Franks. Franks and his clearing attempt kept in by Trey Peterson. Franks. Good work. Now up to Nagel. Off his stick. And now Brown. Can't get it from Moen. And Peterson. He's shoved. Now Moen in there. Brown. And it's going to come out. Good work there by Sayers. Hudson Sayers. Now Gage Nagel. Holds on to it. And to the net. Sayers. Near side. Gibbs kept in. And stopped there by McKechnie. And that's going to be a penalty on Luke McKechnie. 7:25 remaining third period. .7:25 left, and it will be the Legionnaires going to a power play. So a big kill here. Ryan Gibbs is going to serve the tripping call. And Hudek, Franks, Johnston, and Thule. Warriors were able to have an excellent kill the last time. And I think for Luke McKechnie, that's his first penalty of this year. So Warriors with a 4-2 lead. Probably not what they had in mind with 7:25 left in this hockey game. And off the draw, Thule is just trying to cover it. They're jamming away at it. It's going to poke free. And Franks feathers it far side boards. And Franks is going to get that down the ice. 15 seconds expired. Kerwin is going to bring it up. Will Kerwin. And he's going to drop it back. Now with that shot is just going to go wide off a stick. And Thule near side. That's going to go all the way down the ice. Great job here by the Moose Jaw Warrior penalty killers. 1:20 left in this Water Vision Pools and Spas. Swift Current 0 for 1 on the power play. Kerwin right side. Over to Sam Kerwin. And McIver now battling with Mitchell McKelholm. And Fowler up the wall, and that's going to leave the zone. Merrick McIver with it. Now Brown at the blue line. Brown, a shot into the glove there of Weston, and he quickly finds Olsen. And that is going to be thrown down the ice. 40 seconds remaining in this power play. 6 minutes left in the hockey game. Franks, Sayers, Brown, Thule blows a tire. And now Olsen fires it in. And Franks trying to get to that puck. Peterson at it. And Moan right side to Hargrave. Up top. That shot's blocked, and the other shot, Brown throws it down the ice. 10 seconds left on this power play. And a quick pass up by Weston. Fox curls back, far side corner. Osberg on him. And Franks, Osberg, Nagel, and Sayers out there. That's going to do it. Comes near side. Kerwin, his shot, grabbed by McKechnie. And the Warriors kill off the power play for Swift Current. And 5:19 remaining in this Sudamel Electric third period. Shots 32-24. What a job on the penalty kill here tonight for your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. And Nagel, Hudek, Brown, L'Esperance, and Hawkness out there. And Hudek plays it near side. Wilm going after it. And Nagel, a hard hit. Kerwin through his screen. Tipton. McKechnie's covering. Oh, it pops out. Gleim up to Kerwin. Right side, Packett. Packett waits. L'Esperance on him. Now Kerwin left side. That shot doesn't get through. Now Wilm back to Kerwin. 4:50 remaining. Kerwin, a shot! Stopped by McKechnie. And it's going to be grabbed there by Nagel. Nagel into the offensive zone. Pucks in some skates. Finally has it. Gage Nagel. And a pass up to Namath. Namath is just going to feed it to Brown. On the goal line, out front, one-timer! And Franks, his shot hit his stick and he's back. 4:20 remaining in this hockey game. Namath, he falls. Rieger has Kerwin go to the front of that. That's off his stick. And good block there by Ryan Gibbs. Everybody putting their body on the line. 4 minutes left. Franks throws it down. Gibbs trying to run into Nash. And here comes Ryan Gibbs for L'Esperance. That's going to be feathered in. Icing, they say. No. Nash has Osberg on him, and the ref taking out Connor Rieger. And Pennell, good hit there. And Hargrave. And Ryan Gibbs on a breakaway. Gibbs shoots, scores! Ryan Gibbs gives the Warriors a 5-2 lead! And with 3:37 remaining, the Warriors up 5-2! What a goal by Ryan Gibbs! And 3:37 remains in this hockey game. And what a period by the Warriors! 3 goals unanswered. And they have a 5-2 lead over the Swift Current Legionnaires. Park, Fiesel, Johnston, McIver, and Sayers out there. Listen to this crowd here inside the Temple Garden Center for your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. And they are 3:37 away from going to the finals for the first time since 2020. And Peterson slowed down. And Kerwin, left side, a stretch pass. And Peterson way offside. And Moen bringing it in. Moen, nice move. McIver's on him. And that's to the line, not out. Bernie Weston, he's going to the bench. Moen, a shot off the post. And Rieger up the boards. And that wraparound chance stopped by McKechnie. Moen, we got 3 minutes left. Bernie Weston on the bench. We're 6-on-5. And Johnston near side. Sayers going after Will Kerwin. And Johnston trying to get the puck past. And Moen between the legs. And McIver slowed down. Gets it to the line and out. Here's Carson Park into the open net, just wide. No icing though. And we got 2:30 remaining. And that pass off a stick. Kerwin now. Sam Kerwin. Right to McIver, or Namath, excuse me. Grabbed by Thule, and he's just going to throw it off the stick there of Will Kerwin. Pennell through the open net, and that just wide went off a stick. Moen, 2:05 remaining in this hockey game. Game 5 of round 2. And now Glimes. Franks down the ice. Grabbed by Hargrave, 1:55 remaining. And Jonah Pennell trying to come back. Grabbed by Mason Fauser, near side. Fauser. And up to Hargrave. Brown to Pennell. And that's going to be feathered down the ice. Will it be icing? Yes. 1:39 remaining in this hockey game. .139 remaining, third period. Warriors with a 3-goal lead, 3 unanswered goals in this third period. And what a comeback for your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. Down 2-0 in this series and have been able to battle all the way back. Brown, Pennell, Franks, Namath, and Thule out there. And off the draw, goes through the crease, and Thule just throws it down. That's going to be icing. No, Jonah Pennell going to beat it out into the open net, and that's going to be blocked by Mitchell McElhone. 1:25 remaining. And Pennell looks hurt. Wilm in front off the stick there of McKechnie. 1:15 remaining. And now Brown to the line, and that's going to come out. Wilm on it. Now McElholm. That's going to go off Brendan Brown, gloved by McElholm. And we got 60 seconds remaining in this hockey game. And Harkness to the line, kicked forward. Costly off his stick, and a good job there. Brendan Brown into the open net. Thule's going to grab it there. And he scored! Noah Thule! And it is 6-2 Moose Jaw! We're going to the finals, baby! Noah Thule, 43.6 seconds remaining. 6-2 Moose Jaw. And for the first time since 2020, your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors are going to head to the league final, where they will face the Regina Pat Canadians. Costly, Fiesel, McIver, Johnston, and Harkness out there, Peterson, Olsen, and Moen. Kerwin over to Packett, 35 seconds left. That's going to go in. McKechnie, that's off the stick, Moen in there. And Moen stick check there by Harkness. Johnston, grabbed by McIver. And that's going to be dumped down the ice. And Kerwin is back, and that's going to be an icing. And it looks like we got a penalty on Kai Packett, taking down Moose Jaw's AP, Caden Costly. So the Warriors are going to finish off this hockey game with a power play. 4 unanswered goals in this period, and the Warriors have a 6-2 lead with 17.3 seconds remaining. What a hockey game for this team, and what a series. 3 out of the 5 games have gone to overtime. Two of them went to double overtime. And the Warriors have been able to do the reverse sweep on the Swift Current Legionnaires, coming back from 2-0 down to win here tonight in Game 5 of the semifinal series. And Costly, he gets hit. And that's going to be down the ice. Nickerson on it. Porter Nickerson. Left side, his shot stopped, and the rebound grabbed by Johnston. 4 seconds remaining. 3, 2, and that's going to do it, folks. Your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors are going to go to the league finals for the first time since 2020, and they will play the Regina Pat Canadians after a 6-2 win here on home ice in Game 5. The reverse sweep by the Warriors, and Moose Jaw advances to the league final, where they'll play the Regina Pat Canadians starting on Sunday afternoon, 3:30 at the Cooperators Arena. What a series this has been for both teams. Moose Jaw was able to prevail, but you got to tip your hats to the Swift Current Legionnaires, in particular 17-year-old Bernie Weston, his final minor hockey game. And I know and hope to see him at the WHL with the Swift Current Broncos. What a series he had. And your Winmar Warriors will advance to the league final of the Saskatchewan Male U18 AAA Hockey League playoffs. And for those watching, due to the Men's World Curling Championship, our home games will be played at the Southland Co-op Center in Assiniboia. Keep track of our social media for all the full schedule for this league final. Moose Jaw with a 6-2 win over the Swift Current Legionnaires. Final shots, 34-29 for Moose Jaw. A great series by two great hockey teams. And probably the best series of AAA hockey that you're ever going to see right here between Moose Jaw and the Swift Current Legionnaires. Bernie Weston with a hell of a series for his team. Moose Jaw was able to battle back You got a guy like Wesley Olson. What a series for him as well. And a hockey career here at the U18 AAA level. And Brendan Brown gets the player of the game with 2 goals here tonight. And these are always tough for one team that moves on and the other team, their season comes to an end. And I know Swift Current's going to be hungry here next season, but they had an outstanding season, finished 3rd in the regular season. You know, they had guys like Chase Peterson, Carter Moen, you know, Casey Glime, Hunter Wilm, like they will be back, and they had a great series. And after 5 games, Moose Jaw is moving on with a 6-2 win over the Swift Current Legionnaires and a 3-2 series win. What a series. And shots on goal 39, 34-29 for the Warriors. And they win this series by a score of 6-2 on home ice on a Friday night. Quick turnaround as Game 1 of the finals will take place on Sunday afternoon, 3:30 puck drop at the Cooperators Arena. We'll be live streaming it, but I encourage everybody to come out to the Cooperators Center and show your support for your Winmar Warriors. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, coming to the rink, and watching these Warriors advance to the league finals. My name is JD Houghton, and we'll see you on Sunday in Regina.